Hello everyone and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Today we're going to continue with the campaign and hopefully beat Jack this time. If you remember from last time, we misused Imperial Iron Wall, not realizing that it would stop our Shield Warrior. I forgot about that. While it is in the deck to allow us to reuse Kobold Hedgehog when it's summoned by its effect, and to not banish Stardust Dragon when Stardust is summoned via Hyper Synchron. Let's see what we can do. 2 Hyper Synchrons here and an Imperial Iron Wall, okay. So reinforcements into something, and then we might immediately get our Stardust in the end phase. Let's see, 3 Junks, 3 Stardust Warriors. Hyper Synchron's effect, Centigrade for Synchron Summon Dragon, gains 800 attack, banish that face-up monster during the end phase, which doesn't happen if we have Iron Wall. Let's see, special summon a monster from the grave. If bonus out of the field, increase level. Probably not. Reinforcement, do we want it now? I guess I'll play it. There's no level 4s, so I think I will get Shield Warrior. And play it now to save a monster later, if I haven't summoned a monster via Hyper Synchron at that point. Or have someone Stardust, because that's really the only one it works with. Set Shield Warrior for some defending of my life points. Maybe Jack can't even get over it if he doesn't draw all too well. He can. Give him some piercing damage, but looks things. However, he does get his monster switch to defense position, I believe, so then Hyper Synchron can take it out. I believe, right? No? If it's... Alright, we need to get the effect right. If this face-up attack position card is targeted for an attack, change to defense position. So we can do that with Hyper Synchron. Trap card that inflicts damage, negate the activation of that card, and destroy it and all faces on trap cards your opponent controls. They must have something like that then. Alright, summon Hyper Synchron. Let's see, we get Shield Warrior's effect right. Damage calculation either by turn, banish it, combination with this battle. Okay. いくぞ、ハイパーシンクロンマットデーモの攻撃 Set 1 card and end my turn. Oh, he gets 500 extra points because of me. That's interesting. If I'm off the field and I lose the point, but then I only have Hyper Synchron. I will use Shield Warrior now. Yep. Because I don't know if I'll be able to summon it later, and I do want to just keep this one. I can switch to defense position next turn if necessary. I just want to destroy the opponent's monster, but I don't really have a lot of synchro options, unfortunately. We get a reinforcement to the army, so that's Speed Warrior, which still doesn't help because Hyper Synchron's on the field. I think I will use Speed Warrior, because without Hyper Synchron on the field, Power Tuner can be taken out by Speed Warrior if I make use of its effects. And then I have it in the graveyard for later for Junk Synchron, would I get that? So I'll get Speed Warrior. I'm not gonna set it, I'm gonna wait with normal summoning until next turn so I can use its effects. And my question is, do I set the other Hyper Synchron as well for extra defense? I'm not, because I don't know what else he'll play. I will switch this Hyper Synchron to defense to save myself from taking some damage. Although if he has another Mad Archfiend or a lot weaker attack monster, like Dark Tinker, it actually means I take more damage. That was a risk I was willing to take. Or does he immediately go Red Dragon Archfiend? Doesn't make a lot of sense though. I'd assume he'd first attack then Archfiend. Which does mean... Yeah, I would have taken more if I left it in an attack, would I? No, a tiny bit less if he summoned Red Dragon Archfiend. Here comes to Red Dragon Archfiend, which is going to be a lot harder to take out. Hyper Synchron with another one does help. Why in defense position? What? Okay, its effect doesn't actually apply on itself, so you can't place it in defense. It's 1,000 points lower though. Why? Now if I have any kind of attack boost, I could just defeat him. Unless he has a trap that does something fancy. Another Speed Warrior, come on. Yeah, not a lot I can do. I'll just set Speed Warrior because I have the second one. I can max reach 1800 attack. Come on, Junk Synchron. Even if I get Junk Synchron, there's not much I can do because Red Dragon Archfiend still beats me. Space Gates. Nothing I can do about that because, well, Shining Silver Force only works for something that deals damage. Speed Warrior out. Does a bit of damage there with the Dark Tinker, which I can hit into if I draw into Junk Synchron. I probably will do that. I would appreciate Synchro Blast Wave, the spell that allows you to destroy a monster if you control the Synchro. I would appreciate that as well. We get Junk Synchron though, so that's nice. Wait a second. 5. What do I have in the grave? 4 and 2. Take 4 and 2. Give me to either 9 or 7. I still can't summon Stardust with Junk Synchron. I've only had more options like that. I'll just destroy Dark Tinker. Deal some good damage there. But really, I should have just used... No, I should have used Speed Warrior to do that. I would have taken more damage. He would have taken a bit less. If I summoned Speed Warrior, then I would have dealt less damage to Jack. Jack would have dealt a bit more damage to me, but then I would have had Junk Synchron for a play later. Which might be better, because now Speed Warrior might not be as useful. Especially if I draw into a Synchro Blast Wave next turn, I'm going to be so annoyed. Yeah, I'm going to be somewhat annoyed by the fact that I only come up with this right after I play Junk Synchron. Junk Warrior, go. Tuner capture. Oh, they get my tuner monster. That's increases my level. My monster. Well, I'm just gonna deal some damage where I can by attacking Dark Tinker. Still 1,300 points, so that's nice. They get their Space Gate. Keep their card on the top of the deck. Let's see what they do. Your Jack only has Red Dragon Archfiend as a Synchron, but when he can get them out, his monster is the highest power, so I need something like Synchro Blast Wave or Hyper Synchron into Stardust to take him out. Or something fancy with Junk Synchron and its effect. Especially something on level 1. That doesn't work though, he can't Synchro because 2 tuners. That's not how it works, you can't double tune into Red Dragon Archfiend. He's gonna attack with everything. Absolute power force! This is gonna hurt. I can deal some damage next turn, especially by attacking Sinister Sprocket. But the thing about that is then I just leave myself open to be attacked by Red Dragon Archfiend, and I don't want that. Oh yeah, he has to attack with everything because Red Dragon Archfiend's effect. Somehow I might be able to make use of that. Drew into it too. I would have, if I used Speed Warrior last time, I would have this turn been able to go into Junk Warrior, play Synchro Blast Wave to get into this thing, the Red Dragon Archfiend, and then attack into something else to deal good damage, and then still have a monster on my field. got to be kidding me. I can't actually synchro this turn. I've lost. Because whatever I play, they can attack into me, finishing off the rest of their monsters. So I'll just surrender this one, leave more time for the rematch. Unlike on dueling, you actually get points here. If you surrender. Right, retry. Second, just to get more cards to hopefully synchro options with. I think what would really help is the harmonic wave spell that Jack uses to get his red Dragon Archfiend out. I'd really appreciate that to help myself get Stardust Dragon out with Hypersynchron. Reinforcements and tuning. Let's play tuning first. I already have a Junk Synchron, so I think I'll play Hyper. Because I want to be able to play with Hyper. Shield Wing, so we can insta. Junk Warrior, that's nice. Wait. Descending Lost Star. If Junk Warrior is destroyed and I summon it with Descending Lost Star, it becomes a level 4 because its level is reduced by 1. And then it's Hypersynchron with Junk Warrior into Stardust. That's what we can do. So this is nice that we got Shield Wing. I'll keep reinforcements of the army back, likely for a Junk Synchron later, if I want to go into another Junk Warrior. Synchro Shokan! Junk Warrior! Junk Warrior summon in the anime, it looks really cool. I recently saw some of the summons back, including Junk Warrior summon from the very first episode, and they always kept that animation, even in the very final time that Junk Warrior was summoned. He used his final duel against Jack. The animation was there once more. Space Gates are likely, I'll just take him out. She'll defend. Effect activates, lowers my, like halves my attack until the end phase, which doesn't really matter at all. Alright, so Descending Lost Star, which can help me get Stardust later. Imperial Iron Wall, so once I get Stardust it doesn't get banished. And Shining Silver Force for whatever trap they might have that deals damage. I don't think I've seen it yet. Extensions broke already? Let's help him get some synchro. No. Why does he do that then? No, not just... Oh no, he already set, never mind. I'm gonna keep that. Let's see, Hypersynchron's machines. I'll just play Reinforcements, get Junk Synchron to get another one. I kinda wanna summon the Hypersynchron as well, but I definitely want to keep that until later to allow myself to get Stardust. But what if both Junk Warriors are destroyed and I can't do Blast Wave? Well, there's a very high chance that I can still get Stardust off for Synchro Blast Wave, so I feel confident I can do that. I'm not going to use Synchro Blast Wave now, because even though it'll very likely allow me to perform at least one direct attack with one of the Junk Warriors, it does mean that I will not have it for later in case he has a Red Dragon Archfiend. Now I do realize that here I can actually summon Stardust if I tune Warrior and Synchron together, which would then allow me to next turn Descending Lost Star into Hypersynchron. It does mean I have one less attack this turn. I think, considering he doesn't have any face downs, he doesn't seem to have anything really good, I think to push is good here. And even if he has something that can destroy me with an effect, Stardust can defend me. And pretty much whatever he does, I can still Descending Lost Star into Hypersynchron into Stardust. But wait, what is the point in really Hypersynchroning into Stardust next turn if that's then gonna allow me my second attack? if I can just get my second attack now, hypersynchron next turn for the third. No, I'm just gonna go junk warrior. And then I overlay them for Adreo's Keeper of Armageddon. Or is that the synchro? What's the rank 5 thing that's... whatever. Anyway, attack the Sinister Sprocket. And attack... another Twin Shield Defender. We just end our turn. See what Jack can do. Hopefully we can beat him here. And maybe I can get a third duel in. He has a face down now. Okay. Draw. Shield Wing. I want to summon Hypersynchron. I do want to keep it in the back as well. Just in case he somehow is able to destroy everything with some like Dark Hole or any kind of destruction effect. I can't finish him off this turn with that anyway. So I'm gonna just attack with the 2 Junk Warriors and just play Shield Wing in defense. It's Marauder, just playing defense on his life points for the moment. We're making him run out of cards. That's good. Meanwhile, we're strengthening our defenses. Jack, oh Jack, what can you do? Mad Archfiend to attack into my Shield Wing to hopefully deal some damage. Because his monster will be switched to defensive position anyway. If we attack into it. That's smart. His first damage on me, but I don't really mind. Can we finish him off this turn? If we make use of Synchro Blast Wave, we can, but I don't want to. I feel we're still safer if we keep Hypersynchro behind. Now this has, something like this has, well, it will happen occasionally, where you could finish your opponent off, you play it safe, you feel it's safer to not finish him off and keep your things for later. In my case, Hypersynchron, Synchro Blast Wave, Descending Lost Star, that combo. But then they somehow draw into something so amazing, turn the duel around with some combos that you can't, that like, they destroy Descending Lost Star or something, and your monsters, and then you just can't do anything and you lose. And you should have pushed. I decide not to push here though. Oh, 46. This is Monster General. Ambush. Check the last one. Yeah, I'm not afraid enough if I say so. I am doing it. But this can turn out bad as well, if his face then happens to be something good. He didn't use it last turn. I've faced him a few times and I don't remember anything as dangerous as something like Mirror Force, Magic Cylinder, which would... I click my face too? No, because I keep thinking that Speed Warrior's effect activates in main phase. So then when I had to do it in battle phase, I thought, okay, now I have to click the next phase. No. So see, this can happen too, if you're on automatic. There's a lot of advantages of this, of an automatic game, but there's disadvantages too. Like this, you can't do, like, this wouldn't happen on something like Dueling Network. We can still win, we still have a good chance, but without Synchro Blast Wave, especially if he has something fancy now, this could be bad. Okay. Let's see what we can do. After that makes play. Another Descending Lost Star, wow. Hypersynchro? No, I'm not summoning that. I'm holding that back now. You're out. Out. Set a card. Come on. 2500 life points. We can do this. This is a defense monster. New set card that he didn't have before. Really appreciate being able to get Stardust at this point. That allows me to get Stardust. And a stronger monster. Look at that. 3500 I can still normal summon, yep. Descending Lost Star. Junk Warrior. Defense position, no defense. Level lowered by 1 to level 4. Hyper Synchron. Level 1 Junk Warrior. Level 1 Hyper Synchron Tuning. Synchro Shokan. Stardust Dragon. And against 800 attack thanks to Hyper Synchron. Tuner Capture comes out. Not the biggest fan of that, but we can make do with it. Because we still have 3 things that can attack. Effect still applies. Battle time. The only one that can't finish off the opponent is Junk Warrior. So we need to not have Junk Warrior attack directly. What we can do is just attack Hyper Synchron, because we know a little bit that battle. Stardust into the defense position monster in case it's one that has a destruction effect, so I can distribute Stardust and not lose an attack that way. Don't think Jack has any such cards, but let's try it. Shooting Sonic! And will we win? Finally, will we beat Jack? Turret Warrior, attack directly! Yes, Jack has been beaten. Due to the intensity of the duel, the Crimson Dragon was finally summoned forth. It's the sign we've been waiting for. The Crimson Dragon will soon awake from its long slumber. Just one question about all that. I thought we needed 5 signers, we only have 4. The little girl, Akiza, Yusei, and Jack. I know who the 5th signer is. You do? How exciting! That means we can unlock all of its power! That's right, Lazar. But first, we must see if we can harness the immense power of the Crimson Dragon's summoning will create. After the Crimson Dragon was successfully summoned, Rex Goodwin revealed himself to be the final signer. He revealed a vision to the other 4 signers of a future that they needed to prevent. The vision was of New Domino City's destruction, and it can only be prevented by the ones who inherited the Crimson Dragon's power. During the vision, Yusei was able to defeat Jack and claim victory. Jack, are you okay? You beat me. I don't know how you did it, but you're the champ now. If that vision is true, none of this matters because it looks like we might all lose. We're in danger. Both New Domino City and the satellite might be destroyed. We have to unite to stop it from happening. Immediately after their epic duel, Yusei was proclaimed as champion. Red Archfiend, yay. Masked Chameleon, that's nice. Synchros. And even Exesis. We won't immediately continue the campaign now because I did say in the previous episode that if we had some time left, which we do, I would show a second duel with my Pendulum Theme Deck. And we're going to do that in the Zale era against Girag. Let's go. Ray Shadows, you were pretty interesting of a character, but then you were evil. All this time. You gotta admit, Vector can act really well. By Turtle Sort of Battle, you can show the monster destroyed it, and it still goes to the Pendulum Zone, so it's maybe summon it later for something. See your hand, with that name for the rest of the turn. That's in Pendulum. So that... Oh, if I have that in Pendulum Zone, and then let's say a scale 7 in the other Pendulum Zone, I can still Pendulum Summon Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, because it's level 6 then. Ooh. What I am going to do is place Odd Eyes to get the skill 8. This is Dragon Pit Magician, I think, is a skill 8. And then... once per in attack position, coming to the bottom, their battle damage. And Amazon Assays might actually be able to destroy something. So, summon Amazon Assay. The Trick Shield set. I end my turn, activate Odd Eyes' effect, destroying itself, which sends to the mixer deck there. Well, I could also go with Odd Eyes Unicorn. When an Odd Eyes monster you control declares an attack, you can target another performing power monster you control. That attacking was against deck to the original attack of the target monster at the end of the battle phase. I have performer pals. I have it might. So it might actually be worth it getting this one. Yeah, it's also a scale 8 without negative effect, and I really appreciate that. Let's get it. I don't think I could even get the other, like, Dragon Pit Magician because it has higher than 1500 attack. Burning Beast. You attack. Will I play Intrigue Shield? To save my Amazoness Sage. They didn't have any spells or chops to destroy. During the battle phase, it's not really that much of a problem. Let's go. Scare sama, bitte weiter tater. Scare hachi. Entameto, Otto Eyes Unicorn de. Pendulum Scare setting. Pendulum Shokan. Arawario, Otto Eyes, Pendulum Dragon. Battle da! Otto Eyes Pendulum Dragon! Burning Beast no Kogiki! Dimensional Prison, darn, now it's banished, not even destroyed. Wait, nope, it's not, because I'm going to use Mystic Walk. Tribute Odd Eyes to get some life points, but because it's tributed and not banished, it would be sent to the grave, therefore it goes to the extra deck and just summon it back next turn. I would like to gain points equal to its attack. Yay for Mystic Walk being in this deck. See, there's some cards you could put in a lot of decks that aren't all that useful, but this, I felt, worked for a theme deck for Pendulums, because you could save Pendulums that way, still put them in the extra deck to reuse them later. Now, what I will do, just need to make sure of these effects. Once per turn, the equipped monster is in attack position. That isn't just in the opponent's turn, that's in the field. Yeah, so we can just attack into that, don't take damage, aren't destroyed, but we can take out their other sector. Which was Xyz Reborn, so that's a nice way to do it. And one attack at least won't take us out, and the next turn we can get Odd Eyes. Let's see what they do. Hopefully not go into Gemini Pearl, because... yeah, do that. Direct it... oh no. Attack me now, Gemini Pearl. You know. I'm surprised they didn't use Permanence Hand, because Fire Hand is so useful. Maybe the AI doesn't really realize how useful Fire and Ice Hand really are. Gemini Pearl, yeah, Odd Eyes can't get over that. Here comes Giant Hand Red. Interestingly, they don't use Giant Hand. They use Gemini Pearl. Like they don't need Giant Hand for Red Hand's effect. Well, they do, because they need a number monster. So they would need Burner Visor for its other effect. So because... let's see. Negate the effect. So it's just a 2600 attacker, so I didn't see the point in that rank up. Like, they did it because they could. But I don't see the point, because it's still a 2600 attacker, and the only thing they gained was an extra Xyz material and 100 defense. I'm nuclear penalty from 1 to 10. That doesn't help now. That helps if I have Pendulum skills close together and I have, let's say, an Odd Eyes in my hand, or Dragon Pit Magician, or something really low level that I want to summon. I could summon Odd Eyes just attacking its Prominence Hand. Sure, I'll take 100 damage, but it'll go to the extra deck again. So I'm good with that. Wait, what is this thing's pendulum effect again? Odd Eyes once you I don't have that yet. Ikuzo! Pendulum Shokan! Arawario! Otto Eyes! Pendulum Dragon! Good thing we had Mystic Walk, wow. We attack the Prominence Hondo. What I'd really like to draw into at the moment is a Performer Pal that I can Promo Summon, or just Pendulum Summon as well. So that I can make use of Odd Eyes Unicorn's effect. So that Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon can gain that monster's attack and beat Giant Red Hand. I would appreciate that. Judgment Hand. I guess it's a hand card, so that's why he has it. Just for the theme. 100 damage. Next to 1400 there. But I do have some extra life points thanks to Mystic Walks until at 9000. And, unlike in the anime where Odd Eyes needs to fight a level 5 or above monster for its effect, I can actually deal double damage all the time. And we got a Performing Pal. Yay! Ikuzo! Pendulum Shokan! Otto has a Pendulum Dragon! Entameto Swing Cobra! Swing Cobra being one of the 2 cards alongside Trap Hole of Spikes, I think it was called, that I started with, and I built the deck around it. Not really being Swing Cobra as the base of the deck, as a boss monster, but it's just the card I really wanted to use. Need to make sure, again, that I get the effects right. One other performable monster you control. Till the end of the battle phase. Let's do this. Otto is a Pendulum Dragon! Giant 100 攻撃! Otto is Unicorn no Koka Hatsuto! Get some extra power. Ikuzo! Asenno Strike Burst! Koka! Not really Hatsuto because it doesn't activate. Reaction Force! There goes your boss monster, dude. Also, Swing Cobra can attack directly. That's a little, like, Lego Uguchi kind of card. But then I can switch itself to defense, which I appreciate. And it's Pendulum Summonable when it gets destroyed. Yee. Probably gonna place a monster in defense, although it's major damage with the battle damage doubling from Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. We got the What Psychic Fighter. Tell one card in your opponent's graveyard, place in either top or bottom of their deck, so I can force them to draw into something bad. Like what? What I want them to draw into. Variance Force. Because the rest are all monsters. And I don't want it to get either of these to revive monster or bind or something, so I'll force them to draw into Variance Force. Isn't that a risk if that can exceed after? In a sense, I suppose. Top of the deck, please. But Judgment Hand's level 30, so if I destroy the other monster, I should be okay. And actually, I'm just gonna destroy both. Ha! So that's nice. And if they were able to summon a rank 4 Xyz monster already, they would have done that and summoned Gemini Pearl. I'd expect. There's the Magic Hand. Asenno Strike Burst! Direct attack from Swing Cobra for some 300 extra damage. We may only have dealt 1000 damage in total, but considering the disadvantage he is at right now, it'll probably go really fast from this point forward. He gets the Variance Force, isn't able to do a thing. Thank you for that, What Psychic Fighter. Do we get something cool? We get a Graceful Dice, let's make use of it. Battle! Swing Cobra, attack! Sokomaho! Graceful Dice! Hatsuto! Only get 100, really. Eh. Luck-based card. We're not Joey, we don't get 6 like 90% of the time. Oh no, the Graceful Dice work different in the anime. It was a multiplier, I think? Same for Skull Dice. They work different than in real life. In real life, they're weaker. that rank of Legendaries was the Kakatokage was in their hand before. So they couldn't they have played that with Magic Hand? Huh. Anyway, oh no, they special summon a monster. Oh no, they're going to rank it up, which doesn't help them at all. It's still, the Gemini Pearl is still not a number monster, Girag. I don't know why he doesn't have a regular number 1 or 6 in this deck. I don't understand. Like, he can destroy whichever one he wants. If he destroys either Audi's Pendulum, which he eventually doesn't. If he would have destroyed Swing Cobra or Pendulum Dragon, I would have been able to Pendulum Summon it back, then still take it out. Thanks to Audi's Unicorn's effect. And now, I just have the cards still on the field. Okay, took it a physical switch. Kinda nice. But we're just going to attack. Wait, how many monsters are in the graveyard? 2 or 3? 2, yeah. So we can't exactly use the economy yet either. Attack. Yeah. What? Huh? Did I miss something? Why couldn't I use Audi's Unicorn? Oh, only once, not once per turn. That's what I got from his reading. You assume it's different. Only once. Okay then. That guy's in trouble. Well, not really in trouble. We can still do this. Still direct attack from this. We can keep Pendulum Summoning it back. And... wait, I realized something we can do. Because we haven't Pendulum Summoned this turn yet. I can set this. Pendulum Summon Audi's in attack position. Hopefully have him attack into Audi's to deal damage. And then use that trap card to lower his attack to 0. Which he can't stop because his Exceed Material doesn't include a number. And then I just win. Come on. Attack into Audi's. Damage step. Even though it likely won't matter where I activate it, I prefer to just wait until damage step because I know I can use it there. Goes from the past, banish the warrior and the psychic here, Amazon is Sage and 1 psychic fighter. Lower giant red hands attack to 0 and we win. Anyway, with a nice 5,000 reflect damage. We beat Girag. Yay! Kage to Kage, got a fire hand. Nice. Okay, that was the video for today then. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.